like packing peanuts. Not my favorite. But I did get a nice note from the person, so that's cool. Recently CLA'd. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I've been making a lot less videos lately, and that's kind of what this is going to be about. I found kind of a happy spot or something else interesting for me to focus in on. But as you guys saw from the beginning of the video, I unboxed this Leica MP silver camera that I found on Fred Miranda. The black one that I bought from B&H, it just was too much for me to kind of keep with too many defects on it. Plus this one was $1,000 less. I know black paint's more desirable, but you know, the black paint might look better over time if you buy it new, but I really liked the look of the silver one. I looked at both of them and I thought this was really interesting. And so this camera was produced in 2018 and was recently CLA'd, put $1,000 back in my pocket, if you will, and it's in really, really good shape. The viewfinder's clean. There's no marks anywhere on the body. The bottom plate's great. Yeah, this is awesome. This is perfect. And as I've told you in prior videos when I had my Leicas, my M10s, whatever, I really feel like Leicas are film cameras. And I'm really starting to enjoy that. I've made less videos this year, and I'm certainly not even close to wanting to do any more like gear review or guest videos. I mean, I will probably throughout the year eventually, but I've really found a happy spot, like I mentioned in prior videos, with my A7C II for like video and digital needs, my GR3 for pocket type needs, and then I have my FE2 and this now Leica MP for film, and I'm predominantly going to be shooting film, I think, this year. At least as of January, I feel like I've found something that's really interesting to me. I just got my first couple rolls developed from end of last year. They're just test rolls. I threw a test roll of Ilford XP2 through the black MP that I eventually returned, and I threw a roll of Portra 400 through my FE2 when I was in Florida. And I'll tell you, getting the results back, I'm happy with them, for sure. I'll show a couple of photos right now so you guys have an idea what I'm talking about. All right, so the color photos were shot on the FE2 with the 50mm 1.8, the little E-series lens, and then the black and white photos were shot on the Leica MP with this Voigtlander 35 f2.5 color scope R. And what I've really come to enjoy about film photography and why I'm being sucked in more and more and going down the hipster path and whatever else is I'm really, really enjoying the fact that I'm really enjoying photography again. I enjoy the rangefinder experience. I always did, even on the digital ones. It's just the rangefinder experience isn't necessarily for sports or fast action. So, you know, you have to kind of know what you're getting and giving. But I enjoy the experience for enjoyment. And what I like the most is this right here. This is the absence of any kind of screen. And I think that's awesome. Because I have a habit, I can't help myself, even in like the GR, or even if you have an X Pro 3 or whatever. I'm into the menus, I'm digging around, I do a face autofocus on, is it doing metering for the face a priority? You know, and then what's my burst mode? Like all these different things come into my mind, and I'm into the camera more than I am the experience. And that slowly sucks away the joy, at least for me. I'm not saying this is the same for you, but it does suck away the joy for me. And so I've been enjoying that. The other thing is that with this camera in particular, not so much the FE2, I don't really have to care about batteries. The batteries only operate the meter. And so, you know, it's something to just using the camera, not being in the menus, and just being in the moment and being in the experience, putting the camera off to the side, and then you go revisit again whenever you're ready, right? I mean, at the worst case scenario, you lose the meter, and in that case, you can just use your phone or whatever to kind of get your settings and go with it. And so I really like that. Now, the trade-off on this camera versus the FE2 is the FE2 sometimes can be desirable if you're not really wanting to be hyper manual, super manual. In other words, the FE2 has exposure compensation built in. The FE2 has auto exposure built in, almost like an aperture priority mode. It's just got a lot more features. It has higher shutter speed. So, you know, this only tops out, if you look right here, at 1/1000th of a second. If you're shooting a fast lens like an f1.4 and you're outdoors, you're going to need maybe faster at f1, 1/1000th of a shutter speed. You have to either throw an ND on, or you're going to have to stop down, and you can't use the f1.4 to get the certain look that you want. So there are benefits to both the FE2 and this Leica MP, and that's why I'm going to use both of those throughout. In fact, I might, because, you know, sometimes with digital you want to shoot raw, then you can decide is it better black and white, is it better in color. I might get into the habit of like loading one with black and white and one with color and just kind of bring them both on vacations or trips or whatever. But I say all that to say that I'm really hitting a sweet spot when it comes to the gas. I've been busy with work, and I think what I'm more into now is the experience, focusing on the composition and different film stocks. I have a whole pile of film stocks down here. I have, you know, I just loaded a roll of T-Max in here. I've got Acros 2, Kodak Ultramax, Portra, Cinestill, like a bunch of different stuff, and I like the different looks it gives me. But I can tell you, I absolutely understand and can understand why people love Kodak Portra 400. So, you know, this year it's about the degas a bit, and it's going to be about film photography a lot more than it's ever been in the past. And once in a while, the Sony will make an appearance, the GR. But if you guys are like me and you're suffering from gas, I kind of recommend that you try to gravitate towards this experience. It becomes a lot less about tech specs, and it becomes about the photography itself, and the camera kind of gets out of the way. And that's ultimately what I've always wanted, is for the camera to get out of the way and just do its thing. And so I would say for film, these cameras definitely get it done. And the GR3 for digital, that's a little point and shoot, and I love that as well. I don't know why I made this video, I'll be honest with you. I wanted to unbox this. I'm really happy with the condition it's in. And I want to tell you guys, like, I'm struggling to make videos because I'm saying no to gear review offers. I get those, you know, usually the third-party lens stuff, and I'm not buying digital cameras right now at all. I have no desire to whatsoever. I think maybe the Fuji X Pro or X100 that's rumored to be coming out could be the only thing that causes me a little bit of gas. That's it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you guys been down this path? Like, has this helped, not the Leica, but film, and kind of gotten away from gas? If you haven't and you want to get away from gas, I kind of recommend it. It's definitely working for me right now. And I'm getting back to my happy spot with taking photos. It's a lot of fun. All right, updates on this. We'll shoot some more in the future. I put a roll of 120 through the old Rolleiflex. I don't think it went well, so if I get a chance to develop that, I'll bring you guys along for that as well, because I don't think it went well, that's all. I'll put it at that. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate it. Just an update video. I'll see you in the next one.